Okay, so we're back talking about the roles that we would like to each have, and I think maybe it's something we can table and try to pursue a little bit more the next meeting, like come together and see if there's anything that anybody can add about maybe roles that could be filled.
Okay. I'm fine with that if everybody else is.
Mhm.
So, I guess if that's okay with everybody, we'll move on to the next part of the agenda. I have discuss and review our proposal. We kind of talked about this last time that we'll kind of include um, converting everything to metric system versus just kilograms, just converting weight to kilograms. I know, Tanya, you had submitted an article that talked about the conversion for oral liquids.
Right.
And then I also, in that same ISMP discussion that I submitted, one of their other best practices, which is something that my hospital actually implemented, was using measuring cups that only display metric units.
Okay.
For oral, we had medicine cups that we used for pills, and then we used for measuring our liquids as well, and it had multiple different measuring
Mm-hmm.
on it. Like it had milliliters, and it had teaspoons and other things on it. So they switched to a different. We use paper cups just for pills, and then for our liquids, they switched to one that has just the metric unit.
Okay.
That was part of one of the articles I read also. And then a couple of my other articles talked about like just the incidence of medication errors due to not having a uniform system. Like children's switched to the metric for kilogram or for weight in 2008, and then there was a Joint Commission recommendation about standardizing pediatric weights in kilograms. I don't know if you guys can kind of summarize what else you guys have found too, so we can discuss more about our proposal, I guess. Melissa, I think your microphone is muted.
Yeah, I can hear her too.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
There we
I
go.
almost think, like, because when I tried looking up stuff for, like, wound measurements, like, difference between centimeters and inches, and there wasn't, like, many things.
Okay.
There seemed to be, like, more stuff just based on, like, medication errors. So I don't know
Okay.
if just generalizing it to that, like, how to prevent medication errors. Like, one of our topics just be the pounds and inches. I don't know how to, or just do one thing on medication errors just with the pounds to kilos. Sorry.
Well, I know like our cancer treatment center, and I don't, with my multi-specialty, I don't work over there, but our cancer treatment center has to use centimeters for height.
Mhm.
And some of the chemos are calculated in like body surface area.
Mhm.
And so I know like our cancer treatment center already uses kilograms and centimeters, so they're helping us with some of our conversion and some of our recommendations. So I can try and see if I can find any articles about converting height too.
Do we want to focus on a certain department, like you were saying, cancer or pediatrics or something, rather than saying for like the entire facility? Would that be a large scale for us to try to do?
I'm not, I don't know. I guess I know like a lot of the recommendations I've seen, they talk more about pediatrics because the pediatric population is so much more sensitive to like
Mhm.
overdose and stuff. But I'm open to whether we want to just focus it on like just pediatrics or whether we want to say like hospitals and healthcare settings in general should switch. I don't know if that's going to be too large of a project. I don't want to limit us by saying only like kilograms, but I also don't want to make it too hard for us.
Mm.
Too big of a project, because I know looking at that outline, one of the things that we'll do like in the next class was about budget.
Hmm.
So I don't know if trying to do like facility wide is going to.
What
Right.
if we just did like just did medication errors in general with, and then like use the kilo to pounds as an example, and then like for like one of our things was like oral medications and IV medications. Somebody was getting them switched, so then they got like different syringes. Like now we have these oral syringes that are orange, and then like your IV syringes are clear. You know what I mean? Like, because then you could like maybe figure out costing like stuff on stuff like that. I don't know. Or like you said with your dosage cups,
Right.
like pills are in that, and then liquids are in another.
That's a good idea.
Would that be directly related to switching to the metric or just preventing medication errors?
Well, you
Yeah.
could use the metric as part of it.
Yeah, we could kind of change our project a little bit to focusing on preventing medication errors, and then like the metric, converting to metric could be one of our subcategories, and then like using only like you said, the IV versus the oral syringes could be another like subtopic.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a little bit more helpful, because like the kilogram idea that I had came from our hospital converting, because we did have medication errors related to pounds and kilograms being switched when dosing the medication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just think we do need to narrow it down some because there's going to be so much information and so much that I think it would benefit everybody to try to find something to focus on.
Unless we give everybody like a specific area and like.
Right. So that we can divide the assignments between us, we can focus.
Kind of ask for Professor Wessel's guidance a little bit, if she thinks, like what she thinks, if we should narrow it to a smaller focus or keep it the broad topic, and then use the four of us to like each of us have like a specific area of medication errors that we focus on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or if we say preventing, or we could say preventing medication errors by conversion of weights and oral liquids to metric system only.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess I don't quite understand the expectations of our project yet, so I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't want to limit it and have trouble finding enough information, but I also don't. I agree with you, Wendy. I don't want it to be so broad that we have like an endless project.
Mm-hmm.
Right, especially when you're talking about the budget. None of us, well, I myself, am not geared for that, and so I think it's going to be difficult. And then you add like med surge, and you add all these floors and all these different implications with peds and oncology and whatever, and it's like, wow, we're going to have a whole lot on our hands.
Right. And I don't know if she's going to give us like a scenario like facility to use as like an example.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the part I don't understand. Also, like when we come up with a budget, or if we're supposed to more model it after like one of the facilities that one of us works at, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's something that we could use to kind of, I don't know if we can kind of discuss with her maybe, and ask her for a little bit more.
Well, I see that as a role. Going back to what, we're trying to figure out some kind of a role. How about perhaps we have somebody that facilitates the communication
Okay.
between the team and the instructor,
Okay.
I
and then
can,
they can contact us with an email or text or whatever, and let us know the answer to that.
Okay.
I can do that. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Let go.
We kind of combined discuss and review proposal and then discuss articles for project. So the next thing on the agenda would be discuss outline for project and other upcoming assignments. I did correspond with Professor Wessel and asked her, we had those questions last week about, first of all, in week 5, where the assignment is to fill out or to like create a 1 to 2 page paper evaluating our progress. We're each do our own and submit it to her, and then we also have a team discussion board where we can submit. She said you don't have to put everything, like if there's something you don't want the rest of the group to know, that you felt isn't going well. She said you don't have to submit the entire thing. You can just kind of submit a summary onto our team discussion board, and then we'll have like ongoing discussion as to how we feel that's going. And then the second part on the outline, she said we only have to like speak to the bold parts of the outline. So she said I think our outline will kind of be a work in progress, as is our charter. And so
Okay.
just need to, for our assignment for week 5 that we'll end up submitting as of the team outline, we can each work on, kind of like we did with the charter and the proposal, each kind of work on our in the end kind of combine it and bring it together and bring in each person's pieces, but we need to focus on the bold parts for this class. In the next class, we'll go over the grayed out parts and continue to add to our outline.
That makes sense. Okay, so what do we need to work on for the assignment for the next time then, having said that?
Well, the outline is due in week 5. We'll submit it to her in week 5, and then that same week when it's due, we'll also submit it on the discussion board of week 6, and then we have to provide feedback on other teams' outlines. So for this week into next week, when it's due next in 2 Mondays, I guess. Not this upcoming Monday, but the Monday after that. Sorry, I don't have a calendar right by me.
Okay.
It'll be, it looks like July 7th. Yeah, July 7th by midnight is when that outline will be due.
Okay.
So this week is the 4th week we had the meeting. So sometime by next week, we'll need to have our rough drafts of the outline submitted.
Mm-hmm.
So that we'll have enough time to provide feedback and get a final outline typed up and then submitted by the 7th.
Okay.
So I know next week.
By next Monday, we can finish the outline.
Excuse me?
Maybe by next Monday,
Okay.
so that way we have some rough draft, and we will be,
That sounds good. So we'll say we all need to have our outlines, our rough draft outlines submitted by June 30th, which is next Monday.
Okay.
And then let's say review and submit any recommendations for change or whatever by Friday.
Okay.
So that'll whoever's going to type it up and submit it Saturday and Sunday to get it typed up and submit the final draft to the rest of us before they submit it on Monday.
So Friday the 28th will be when we share our copies of the draft.
We'll share our copies of the draft Monday the 30th,
30th.
Okay.
and then provide our feedback by just July 4th. And then that weekend, whoever's in charge of typing it up and combining all of our thoughts and everything, hopefully that weekend somebody can find time to type it up and then email it out like the night of the 6th, and then
Okay.
post it on Monday the 7th.
Okay, so when are we meeting again?
Maybe we can meet next Tuesday. Same time.
The 1st, July 1st.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah, next Tuesday would be July 1st. I'm fine with that if you guys are fine with that. If that
Yeah,
works.
as long as we meet at the 8 o'clock we have, because I'm working till 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
All right. So we'll meet Tuesday, July 1st at 8 o'clock, and then everybody will submit their rough draft of the outline Monday, June 30th.
And on this Friday, we have to do like things we can improve, right? By this Friday.
Yeah, and those everybody turns in separately.
Okay.
So sorry, it's not. That's for next week when we have to turn. Oh, let's see. Hang on. I think I have my calendar wrong. Let me look. This is this week. Nope, I think everything's right. Sorry. I confused myself. So we have to submit our papers about how we can, like our assessment of our team by July 4th, I believe. Because I think it's treated as a discussion board. So we'd have to submit it to the team discussion board by July 4th, which is Friday.
Okay.
Does anybody else have anything else to add?
Mm-mm.
No.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see everybody next Tuesday.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Okay.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
You too.
Two.